Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of Gaming Through Time. We are in 1988, and we are playing... Ooh, I just got a message. We are playing Jackal. This is a new favorite of mine. I never played this game back in the day or anything like this, but I bought some games at a flea market or something like that, and this was one of them. And I've heard of it before, so me and my friend decided to play it, and it was stinking awesome. Again, we're emulating it here, but it plays much better in person, and two-player makes this game much better, because it's pretty hard by yourself, because I don't think the difficulty really changes with two-player, and so it really is a cooperative game to enjoy with a friend. It's pretty hard, but we actually got pretty good at this game, and we could get... The last boss gave us some serious trouble, but we could get to that boss without dying once, it's pretty cool. So yeah, this game is fantastic. The graphics are okay, but they're obviously okay for a reason, because unlike a lot of 8-bit games and a lot of games from this era that have highly action games like this, there isn't really much slowdown, which is a nice change of pace, as we saw in Gradius and all that. Games can be get quite slow, so this really doesn't it's not really affected by that, but the graphics aren't as, I'd say, detailed because of it, probably. But other than that, it's not ugly, and you know what's going on, but it's just fun. It's well designed, it's well laid out. So the mechanics of this game, you're a tank, you die in one shot. You have a machine gun, but that can only shoot up no matter what you're facing. And you have a grenade, so that's where you're facing, that's where it shoots. You can rescue citizens, as you can see if you blow up these houses here, but if you get a shiny one like I just got there, that upgrades your grenade to a missile, and then you can upgrade it again to a missile that explodes in 4 directions, which is awesome. It's just like in Gradius, you die, you lose all that stuff, and then you're kind of worse off, and you could be in a harder situation, so... Again, we're cheating, but that's okay, because I just wanted to show you this game. It's not a very long game if you're good at it, but the fun is practicing and getting better at it, so it's not about... I wouldn't play it on emulator and rewind. That's not the real fun of this game. The fun is to learn it and get a little further each time, so that's why it being not so long a good thing, because you don't want to do a long game just to get to the end and fail every time, because you wouldn't want to do it. It wouldn't be fun. So... like I said, so 1988, we, what else came out? We got Metal Gear, Rambo, Ikari Warriors 2, which is a similar kind of style top-down shooter like this, much better than the first one. The first one was pretty bad. Gauntlet, Life Force, which is another great shooter, space shooter. We got Mega Man 2, Super Mario Brothers 2, Bubble Bobble, Zelda 2, Blades of Steel. It's just crazy to think how many games came out in a year that were so good. The NES was stacked every year. I don't even know how you kept up. But I could definitely see people, different people playing such different games, because there were so many that came out for one system in 1 year. And a lot of those are pretty impressive, so... it's pretty dang cool. So what I'm doing here, as you might be able to tell, it's differently, is I'm recording after the fact. I'm not recording as I'm playing, and I just wanted to give it a try, because we're still, this is more of a trial series, just to get people used to me and me making Let's Play videos and all that. So I'm trying this, recording after the fact. And I gotta say, I don't think I'm a fan. I think I'm gonna go back to recording as I'm playing, because I think I had more to say about the game as I'm going, and more of my reactions as I'm playing, and my frustrations, which I think are more entertaining. So, but anyways, we got some time to talk. This is gonna be a pretty 2-part video, just over a half hour of gameplay. Like I said, it's not very long, but the replay comes in actually getting good at the game and not cheating. So, I guess my question of the day would be, is there any old games that you never played or really heard of until later on that you played and actually are one of your favorites of the system, as like this game is for me, even though I had no idea what it was beforehand. So yeah, just let me know in the comments if you have any examples of that. So actually, I gotta say, the next game on the list is another one of my favorites that I at least heard of it back in the day, but I never got a chance to play it, and it's by far one of my favorite NES games, and I'm so excited to play it for you guys and crush it. I'm actually good at that game, so we shouldn't be rewinding or cheating too much, because I actually was pretty decent at speedrunning that game at one point, but it's been a little while, so I might practice a little bit just so I can show you guys how decent I am at a game for once. But we had a flash of something, subliminal messaging. Excuse me, I had cookies and milk, and that gave me burps. Oh god, we got a stupid exploding columns falling on my head over there. I don't even know what to say. So I guess update in my life. Things are okay, I guess. I'm trying to find a job, and it's the worst experience ever. I don't know what I can do. I'm overqualified for a lot of jobs, which is dumb. I just want something. It's so annoying. If you guys ever look for a job without like having like a degree in like something specific, like I have a network admin degree or whatever in computer science, so I get those jobs. At least you know you're looking for that. But if you don't, man, you guys, this is such a pain in the butt. It's such a stress for me. It's like keeping me from doing so many things. And like my lease is up soon. It's just like I'm on such a deadline that like I thank the heavens that I have this channel and just some games to play just to distract myself during all this. So like I said, I hope we can have support of each other. My channel hasn't really been growing since the start of the series, but it's still young. I missed the upload day Monday, but this is going on Wednesday, was May 3rd, so it should be continually scheduled. So I've caught up some videos until then, so we should be good until then. And I actually moved on to my news channel, Nerdsplosion. I'm gonna have to change that name. I can't even say it. Nerdsplosion News. I only have a couple videos up there, but those videos are going to come more frequent because it's a lot easier to put up in a lot shorter format, and I've had some success about that. So if you haven't checked it out, go over there. By the time this one up, I'll have a little bit of a discussion on Nintendo news dump. So it's been a couple good weeks in Nintendo news. It's been quiet. Like, it hasn't been monumentous news, but there's some good stuff. So I guess just to change the topic a little bit, not talk about this game. I think I'm just going to use, like I said, this is just a trial, so I'm going to use this game as like a talking point, so we get, like, just as a background, so we can talk about other things. I want to talk about ARMS. I think I might make a full discussion video about this game, but this game, ARMS is going to be so awesome. And I was thinking this is kind of the first ground-up Switch game that Nintendo has made, because Breath of the Wild was obviously started development on the Wii U, and I had to keep that in mind, so it wasn't like ground up for the Switch using just that technology. And then Mario Kart 8 obviously is just a port, enhanced port, a great port, a fantastic game, but it already was a fantastic game. But then ARMS, this is only for Switch. I don't think it was in development for the Wii U. It couldn't have been, because the Joy-Cons are obviously a huge part of controlling this game, even though I think you can use traditional controllers, but it obviously has the two Joy-Cons in mind, using the punching and all that. So I'm so excited for this game. I feel like we're going to be hearing a lot about it soon. There's been some rumors about more than 4 players. I don't want to go too in depth because I have a whole discussion planned, so I just can't wait for this game. I hope that online is very robust. Unlike Mario Kart 8, which, don't get me wrong, Mario Kart 8 online is a ton of fun. It's just kind of bare bones. There's battle, there's racing, and the tournaments are okay. It's more that at least the online community outside the game is good, so you can actually set up some fun tournaments and stuff. But I really think it's been hurting because I've talked about this a handful of times. It's the Nintendo Online, whatever, premium service or whatever they're going to call it. We'd have no information about that or how it's going to work, but I think not having that out is starting to hurt these online games, which I don't know if it'll be out in time for ARMS. I think it will because I think that's right after E3. I think it'll launch at E3. It'll be available when they show it off then. But Mario Kart and stuff, it's kind of a bummer that you don't get these voice chats or you can't group up or anything like that. And I don't know how it's going to work for backlogging game or if it's going to like somehow work at a system level and not at a game level. So it won't really need to update or change anything. So yeah, we'll see. It's a big question mark for all of us how this paid premium service is, and I guess we're segueing onto that. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, I'm excited for that paid premium service. I'm kind of excited to see these old games with online multiplayer, which they said they're going to add. And before, all I could think was, NES and Super Nintendo games with with online modes. But then I don't think it really said anything about just limiting online features to that. So, and obviously, I mean, I don't think I'm wrong here. It's been speculation since before the Switch came out that there's going to be GameCube on the Virtual Console, GameCube games. So those could have online functionality, which that would be cool. I never even thought that. I kind of just slipped my mind that GameCube games could be played online. So we could have F-Zero online. We could have, I don't even know, Double Dash online, which would be really cool. I guess this is kind of just a realization right now is that so if the online service works at a system level and through the app and not really through the game, so even if you just can race, say Double Dash, I don't know what happened to my so say Double Dash needed online features, and just racing into the game, but if you go through the app you can do party up and voice chat. So that really makes it easier for these games to add online and have good features because they're all going to be through the app and all through the program and not necessarily through the options in the game. So I actually think that's quite interesting. Again, we don't know. This is just all speculation. But it'd be very interesting to see. So what other GameCube games would I love to see online? I don't even know. I played a lot of single-player games. The multiplayer games. I played Mario Party 4, which I think is the best Mario Party just because of my experience with my friends and brother and just the point in my life where I played that game. But we'll see. Yeah, it'll be quite interesting here what's going to happen with that stuff. But until now, we're just kind of waiting to see if anything's going to happen. And when we're going to see this all, which it might be not till E3, which it's not terribly far, but May is going to be I think it's going to be a very quiet month it's pretty much for everything besides movies. I mean, more of the game stuff. So even though we are seeing some updates on ARMS, which I think we will get some information during May, and we're getting this like Callie and Marie story chapters of Splatoon, which are cool, I guess. We'll get that through May, but other than that, it's just Mario Kart May time, so don't expect much until E3. And E3 is going to be awesome for Nintendo. It's a very big, important year because it needs to keep this Switch momentum up, which they're doing a great job. I think the marketing is absolutely fantastic, and on the next episode of this, we'll dive deep into the marketing of the Switch and how it's been so successful. Because it really, oh man, I could go on and on. It's been fantastic, and obviously the demand for the system is very high. They can't even keep up with it. So E3 is going to be that second hype train that they need to hit pretty good. So that continues on to the over the summer, and then the fall I think they're going to be fine because they're going to have this Mario Odyssey and possibly this Mario Rabbids RPG kind of game that has been rumoring around for a while, but there's also going to be at least one more game that we don't know about then. So we'll see, given time. So it's just good. It's a good time to be a Nintendo fan, which is nice to see because we had some hard times for a second, but so yeah, we'll just finish off with this boss here, which is this annoying helicopter that I obviously wasn't doing too well here. So stages, I guess, to go back to this game, stages are pretty much, it's pretty straightforward. You go up to the top, fight a boss. On the way, you rescue citizens, drop them off at a helipad or whatever, helipad, and get points. And points don't really matter. They just give you extra lives, which I don't really know how often. But yeah, it's just a fun game. It's just it like I said, the slowdown, it controls really well. You know what the environments are. You know what you're doing. It's just a good action game. So, we'll just sit back and watch me. Man, I did not do very well. We used to be able to destroy this game. I'm just so out of practice, and I'm by myself that you can't just unload well. Because what happens in multiplayer is, see how that's just shooting at me? That would continue to happen. It wouldn't divide and shoot two guns at each player, so one person can just run around and dodge everything while the other person just unloads onto the boss, which makes it a lot easier and actually can get some damage off, because as you can see, I'm just dodging and I can't really line up my shots too well because I'm just trying to avoid it. But there we go, we got it there. So yeah, we'll leave it on there. We'll talk about marketing strategies. We'll talk a little bit more about this game, last couple levels. Until Friday, I'll see you later. Thanks, everyone.